Welcome dear students. Good morning to all. Okay, till last class we had discussed the wave optics lessons and the book numericals. So from wave optics we had discussed the two light phenomena. One is interference, the second one is diffraction. Okay, after that how to resolve the optical powers, but that was eliminated, and then we solved the book exercise and the examples. Now we are going to start the new lessons. The basic already you have studied in your 10th standard. What is the magnetic effect of electric current? Okay, so because of a current, the other effects are heating effect and magnetic effect. Suppose in a conductor, if we allow the current to pass through them, the current carrying conductor that produce magnetic field around it, and also it produces the heat according to Joule's law of heat. So the two effects of electric current is heating effect and magnetic effect. So related to that magnetism only we are going to see from the first volume. First chapter we have learned about the field and how charges are involved, and then second chapter electrostatistics we have find, and the third chapter is the current electricity, about the resistors and the capacitors and the Wheatstone bridge, and also Kirchhoff's rules, how it is used to solve the resistance, equivalent resistance of the given circuit, and also we can identify the current in a circuit. Okay, now it's a new lesson related to the electric field. The lesson is moving charges and magnetism. Okay, so in this lesson we are going to discuss the three topics. The first one is how electric current produce magnetic field. Okay, and then how a magnetic field exert a force on a moving charge particle. Okay, we know that moving charge produce magnetic field around it. So how an electric current produce magnetic field around it, that is the first one. The second one is how a magnetic field exert a force on a moving charge particle, and then we are going to find how a current and a voltage are detected by the device galvanometer, and how to convert a galvanometer into ammeter and voltmeter. So these are the three main topics we are going to discuss in this lesson. Okay, so before that, the first one we should know, that is very basic thing, is Oersted experiment. Okay, this already you have studied in your 10th standard, no problem. Once again we recall. Actually Oersted is a famous physicist. He demonstrating a topic related to the current in his laboratory. So students are arranged around the table. There is a table lamp is placed on the study lamp is placed on the table. Near the study lamp, a small magnetic compass also kept, but the study lamp is switched off. After his explanations, accidentally he switched on the study lamp, night lamp. Suddenly a magnetic needle which is placed near the study lamp get deflected. Then again the astronomist again he switched off and repeated, and he changed the direction of the current, and the deflection also changed. So from his observations, separately he demonstrated about this in a laboratory. For that he has taken a thin cardboard. Okay, there is a thin cardboard. So this is a paper. Imagine it's like a paper or a cardboard. He made a hole at the center. He introduced the copper wire. Okay, so this is the plane of the paper. Perpendicular to the plane of the paper, he introduced the straight copper wire. So XY is the copper wire or some current carrying conductor. Then the terminals of the conductors XY are connected to the rheostat, battery and key in series. Okay, after that he plug in the key, and the current flows from Y to X. When the direction of the current is from Y to X, which means the current or the field is entering into the plane. The current is entering into the plane of the paper. Am I right? The current is entering into the plane of the paper, and before that he kept a small magnetic compass near the conductor. At the time the key is switched off. Okay, initially the key is switched off, so the magnetic compass is placed near the straight current carrying conductor. Okay, at the time the deflection shows always north to south directions. When he plug in the key or a key on one under fraction of a second, the current is entering into the field. Whenever the current is the field is entering into the region that is perpendicular to the plane of the paper, he noticed that there is a deflection in the magnetic needle. This is the magnetic north and this is magnetic south. So usually the magnetic needle should point north south, but it is deflected towards the west. So in this case it is deflected towards west. Okay. After that, he repeated the experiment by changing the terminal of the battery. So the battery terminals are reversed, which means the current is reversed. He reversed the current, he repeated the experiment, now deflection is in opposite direction, that is towards east. Okay, so from this, Oersted concluded that the direction of the deflection of the needle depends upon the direction of the flow of current. So, upon magnetic needle oda deflection எதை பொறுத்து இருக்குனா அந்த கண்டக்டர்ல போற கரண்டோட டைரக்ஷனை பொறுத்து இருக்கு. Okay, so in this case the electric field is entering into the plane of the paper. This is the paper plane, this is a copper rod. So current is entering, positive to negative is the direction of the current. So the current is entering into the plane of the paper. So the current into the plane of the paper is depicted by the cross field. This is nothing but cross field. So here the needle is deflected towards, the north pole of the needle is deflected towards west. So it shows like this. This is the alignment of magnetic needle. The north pole of the needle is deflected towards west. Okay. So this is how in the first case when the current is entering into the plane, okay, plane of the paper, we get the cross field. But the battery terminals are reversed, the direction of the current also reversed. In case 1, the direction of the current is from Y to X. By after changing the battery terminal, the direction of the current is X to Y, which means it is emerging out of the plane of the paper. It is emerging out of the plane of the paper. At the time, the needle in the compass is deflected towards west. So here, the current is emerging out of the plane of the paper. That can be depicted by the dot field. Okay, so in physics hereafter, wherever we have a cross, that is a cross field, wherever we have a dot like the symbol indicates a dot field. Okay, as I said already, the direction of the needle, compass needle, depends upon the direction of the flow of current. Okay, so அப்ப the conductorல போற current-ஓட direction பொறுத்து தான் magnetic needle-ஓட deflection இருக்கும். Also, instead of magnetic needle, இப்போ நீ என்ன பண்றேன்னா இந்த paper plane மேல copper rod insert பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் just you sprinkle the iron fillings using salt sprinkler. Now plug in the key, gently tap the cardboard or the paper plane. You can notice that the iron fillings were aligned themselves in a concentric pattern around the straight current carrying conductors. So all this indicates a magnetic field. What is a magnetic field? The region around this conductor in which a concentric circles are denoted as magnetic field. அப்போ conductor சுத்தி ஒரு certain region வரைக்கும் மட்டும் தான் இது ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கும். When the circle is greater, the magnetic field is weaker. So the magnetic field is denoted by the letter D that we are going to discuss in the coming classes. And before that, this direction of deflection of the needle depends upon the direction of flow of current that can be given by Ampere's swimming rule. Ampere அப்படிங்கிற ஒருத்தர் swimming rule கண்டுபிடிச்சார். Ampere we know, SI unit of current is ampere only, no? So he only gave the swimming rule. According to Ampere's swimming rule, listen, it's very simple things. Current or direction க்கு parallel ஒருத்தர் swim பண்றதை imagine பண்ணிக்கங்க. So y to x is the direction of the current. அப்ப current ஒரு கண்டக்டர்ல போற current or direction க்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி ஒருத்தர் swim பண்றாரு. Swim பண்றப்ப always his face is turned towards his left. Okay, so இது current or direction conductorல அதுக்கு along the direction of the conductor, if a man swims, okay, his face is turned towards his left. இப்போ இது கண்டக்டர்னு வெச்சுக்கங்க. நான் அப்படி swim பண்றேன்னா my face is turned towards left side. So it is called as Ampere's swimming rule. Okay, for a shortcut we can use the key point is snow. What is a snow? Snow means current from south to north. Current from south to north in a wire held over the magnetic field. So current from south to north in a wire held over the magnetic needle. The north pole of the needle is deflected towards west. So Ampere's swimming rule is used to verify the direction of the deflection of needle, and the shortcut is no. So don't forget what is the snow. Snow means current from south to north in a wire, okay, இது ஒரு conductor. In the conductor along the conductor we have a magnetic needle. So this is the magnetic needle. So அப்ப current ஓட directionக்கு parallel ஒரு swim பண்றாருன்னு வெச்சுக்கங்க. இது current ஓட direction. அந்த current ஓட directionக்கு parallel ஒரு swim பண்றாருன்னா இது அவரோட face, இது அவரோட leg. So அப்ப current அவரோட leg வழியா enter ஆகி face வழியா வரத மாதிரி imagine பண்ணிக்கங்க. So current is entering from his leg and coming out from the face. Then his face is turned towards his left hand side. If he swim பண்றாருன்னா face is turned towards the left hand side. So that is the meaning. In a wire held over the magnetic field, the north pole of the needle, this is the needle north and this is needle south. The north pole of the needle is deflected towards the west side. Okay. Next we are going to discuss about the magnetic field. Okay, now we are going to discuss the force on a moving charge in a magnetic field, which means we know the charge particle. There are two charge particles. One is a proton, it is a positive charge. The second one is electron, it is negative charge. By introducing this charge particle in a magnetic field, how the particle that experience a force, அதாவது ஒரு charge particle ஒரு external magnetic field region குள்ள introduce பண்ணோனே, how the charge particles experience a force, whether it is deflected inwards or outwards, whether it is experience upward force or downward force. In that, which particle experience upward force, which particle experience the downward force only we are going to discuss. Listen. First we will take a charge particle. Simply a charge particle Q is placed in a magnetic field. So already we have a magnetic field. The external magnetic field is a direction from OY. Okay. To the magnetic field, the charge particle is introduced with the velocity v. So let v is the velocity of the charge particle, making an angle with the external magnetic field theta. Okay. So what is the theta? Theta is nothing but angle between charged particle and what is it? Theta? Theta is the angle between the velocity of charged particle, and the external magnetic field. Already we know what is the magnetic field. What is the magnetic field? The region around the magnet in which the magnetic force are directed is called magnetic field. அதாவது magnet சுத்தி ஒரு certain region வரைக்கும் மட்டும் தான் அந்த attractive or repulsive forces can be experienced. So அதான் magnetic field சொல்றோம். So magnetic field can be created ourselves by increasing the strength of the current. அதெல்லாம் நம்ம பின்னாடி பார்க்க போறோம். So ஒரு external magnetic fieldல ஒரு charge particle introduce பண்ணோனே the charge particle ஓட velocityக்கும் அந்த external magnetic fieldக்கு இருக்க angle தான் theta. Okay. And then என்னாகும்? Now there is an interaction takes place. There is an interaction between this magnetic field by the அதாவது moving charge produce magnetic field. அப்ப moving charge produce magnetic field அது already இருக்க ஒரு external magnetic field வைக்கிறப்ப என்ன இருக்கும்? There is an interaction. There is an interaction between applied magnetic field and magnetic field created by moving charge. So upon the charge particle என்ன ஆரம்பிக்குன்னா it experience a force. So there is an interaction between external magnetic field and magnetic field by moving charge. What is the moving charge here? It is a Q. Q is the moving charge. It may be positive or negative. It's our convenience. It may be a positive or negative. That is plus Q or minus Q. So the force experienced, therefore the magnitude of the force by this moving charge is proportional to the magnitude of the charge, that is Q, magnitude of the charge, and also proportional to velocity component vector acting perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Also proportional to velocity component vector that acting perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. அப்ப applied magnetic field ஓட direction க்கு perpendicular இருக்கிறதுக்கு perpendicular to the direction of applied magnetic field, and the magnitude of the force is proportional to velocity, that is the sin theta, both also velocity component. Velocity also vector component, applied magnetic field also vector component. So there must be a cross, so a product. So the two vector cross product gives a sin theta. So it's proportional to V sin theta and also proportional to the applied magnetic field, that is B. So by recombining all this, what we'll get? QVB sin theta. Okay, by recombining all this, we'll get QVB sin theta. So the force, magnitude of the force experienced by the charged particle when it is placed in a uniform magnetic field, it is proportional to magnitude of the charge and proportional to the velocity component vector, the acting perpendicular to the magnetic field, and then the strength of the magnetic field and the angle between the magnetic field and the velocity of charged particle. Okay, so that is, we can say that F is proportional to QVB sin theta. But whenever the proportion become equal, we get one constant K. So F is equal to K into QVB sin theta. But in a vector form, we have to represent. So the vector form is magnitude of the force, which is equal to Q. It's not a charge, not have any vector, but the velocity and the magnetic field is a vector. So magnitude of velocity vector into applied magnetic field into sin theta. But for maximum force, theta is 90 degree. So we'll write finally the magnitude of the force, which is equal to Q into V cross B sin theta. So this is the vector representation of the force experienced by the charged particle. This is a force experienced by the charged particle when it's moving with a certain velocity in an external magnetic field. Okay, F is equal to QVB sin theta. Okay, now this force is called a Lorentz force. This force is called Lorentz force. Now we are going to see whether the force is maximum or minimum or zero, which means in which particle experience upward force, which particle experience downward force. First one, force experienced by positive charge. Okay, that will be upward or downward. We are going to predict. That will be dash. Force experienced by positive charge, that will be upward or downward. So for that, first we'll take a positive charge. This is a positive charge. It's a plus Q. Okay, this positive charge is placed along in a external magnetic field. So this is the direction of external magnetic field. This positive charge is introduced in the external magnetic field with the velocity V, making an angle theta. So theta is the angle between the external magnetic field and the velocity of the charged particle. And another one plane is, this is X plane. What happens? So the velocity, using parallelogram law, we can get this. Then this charged particle that experience the force in upward direction. Okay, this positive charge that experience the force in upward direction. So here force is maximum if angle between the velocity vector component and the magnetic field is perpendicular to each other, which means theta is 90 degree. So when a positive charge is introduced in an external magnetic field, that experience the force in upward. Suppose if you introduce a negative charge particle like an electron, actually the positive charge particle like a proton. If you introduce a negative charge particle like an electron, then how the particle experience the force? So force experienced by negative charge, how that will be? So we are going to calculate the force experienced by negative charge. Okay, so we'll take a negative charge, that is minus Q. The negative charge is placed along the external magnetic field, that is B, with the velocity V So theta is the angle between the negative charge particle velocity and the magnetic field. Okay, and this is another one direction. It is x. Okay, not this is not x. Okay, this is the x. So positive charge particle experience a force in upward, whereas the negative charge particle that experience a force in downward. So for z opposite direction is minus z. So negative charge particle experience a force in downwards. Okay. So the force experienced by negative charge particle will be downward. Okay. And now we are going to calculate the magnetic field, strength of the magnetic field, which means already we know from magnetic Lorentz force F is equal to QVB sin theta. Suppose the charge magnitude is 1 coulomb. If the charge magnitude is 1 coulomb and the velocity is the unit velocity 1 meter per second, and the angle between the charge particle velocity to the magnetic field is 90 degree, then the force is equal to, everything is cancelled, force is equal to magnetic field. So F is equal to B if the taken charge is 1 coulomb and the velocity is 1 meter per second, and the angle between this charge particle velocity and the magnetic field is 90 degree. Okay. Now, in which case the force is 0, in which case the force is maximum, and in which case the force is minimum, we are going to see. Listen. Now we are going to determine for which case it has a maximum force, for which case it we have 4 cases. So case 1, theta values, yes, so from the figure theta value is 180 degree. If theta is equal to 180 degree or 0 degree, then what about its force? Which means theta is equal to 180 degree na, the velocity vector. One particle velocity in the direction is no, or along the direction is no. Up along the 0. Okay, sorry, along is 180, opposite is 0. So this is along, and this is, I'm saying wrong, this is opposite, and this is along. So what is the answer? Theta is 180 or 0, sin 0 is 0, so force also 0. Then force value is 0. What is the meaning of it? There is no force experienced by the charge particle if it is placed along the magnetic field, along the direction of the applied magnetic field, or opposite to the direction of magnetic field. Appo magnetic field direction is parallel ஆகவோ இல்ல magnetic field direction க்கு opposite ஆகவோ charge particle velocity இருந்தா force will be 0. Now second case, case 2, if theta is equal to, not theta but velocity, now we are taking its velocity. If velocity is equal to 0 meter per second, what is the meaning? The charge particle is at rest. Charged particle is at rest. If the particle is at rest, then what is the force? If there is no velocity, 0 into anything, everything is 0. Then force is equal to 0. So particle does not experience any force. Okay. So to get the maximum force in a case 3, if theta is equal to 90 degree, what is the meaning of 90 degree? From the diagram, see here also it's 90 degree, in this case also it is 90 degree. So for maximum force it may be upward or downward. The angle between the particle velocity and the applied magnetic field should be 90 degree. Then F is equal to QVB sin theta. What is the sin theta? Sin 90 degree. Sin 90 is 1. Then F is equal to QVB. So this is for a maximum force. It may be upward or downward. So for maximum force experienced by charge particle, only in the case if it is right angle, that is 90 degree. Okay. Now we are going to set their SI unit and dimensional formula. The SI unit of magnetic field is Tesla. You know, world famous car company, Tesla. So the Tesla is the SI unit of magnetic field. Tesla. So how we get Tesla? If a unit charge is moving with a unit velocity at right angle to the applied field, then F is equal to, then what is the force? Then F is equal to QVB sin theta, no, theta is 90 degree. So we have F is equal to B, which is equal to 1 Tesla. Tesla is the SI unit. So from the formula we know that F is equal to QVB sin theta, or magnetic field only we want. So B is equal to F by QV sin theta. The theta value is anyway 190 degree. So we can eliminate. Okay. Now we can substitute the corresponding unit. SI unit of force is Newton. SI unit of charge is Coulomb. SI unit of velocity is meter per second. But Coulomb and current relation, current I is equal to Q by TR. So Q is equal to IT. So Coulomb is equal to ampere second. So second cancel. Then we have Newton, ampere inverse, meter inverse. So this is the another one unit. Okay. Now basically 1 Tesla has a very large value. So we can use the Gauss range. Gauss is a microscopic range. So the relation between Tesla and Gauss is 1 Gauss is equal to 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla, or 1 Tesla is equal to 10 to the power 4 Gauss. Okay, 1 Gauss is equal to 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla, or 1 Tesla is equal to 10 to the power 4 Gauss. And also we are going to set the dimensional formula of it. So the dimensional formula of magnetic field is given. Substitute the corresponding value, dimensional value. For force Newton, no, so MLT minus 2, and ampere, no dimensional formula, so it is ampere only. And for meter, the length, no, so L. So this and this cancel, and finally the denominator value comes to numerator. The dimensional formula is M, A power 1 become A power minus 1, T power minus 2. So this is the dimensional formula of magnetic field. Okay, I repeat once again. So we have a uniform magnetic field. So in external uniform magnetic field, when you introduce a charged particle Q with some velocity making an angle theta, it experiences a maximum force either upwards or downwards only in the two cases: if the angle between the magnetic field and particle velocity is right angle to each other. For positive charge, experience upward force, and negative charge experience downward force. Suppose there is no angle. If the particle velocity is along the magnetic field or opposite to the magnetic field, force is 0. Okay. So suppose if particle is at rest, which means does not move, there is no velocity. There is no velocity component perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field, then also force is 0. So for the two cases, if velocity is equal to 0, in that cases also force is 0. So force is maximum only in the two cases. So theta is equal to 90 degree. Okay. So from that we got the SI unit and also the dimensional formula and other unit. Okay. So Tesla, what is the Tesla? 1 Tesla is equal to Weber per meter square. So other relations also we are going to see in the next class. Thank you.